Okay, welcome back to your daily, semi-personal, not political, reading for the day. This one's for Saturday, October 26th. We're getting close to Halloween. You can see I'm using the Astromatrix Tarot, and I have allowed for reversals. The moon this morning is finishing up its journey through Leo, but by 9 a.m. it's into Virgo. So early this morning, well, up until 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern, and adjust in between, we are blooming and blossoming in our courage and our love and our generosity. And now, on the dark side, this could be also, some people that are kind of pretty much out there in an intense way with their narcissism. Oh, I just heard stop right there. Yeah, the strength reverse would be that narcissism that's not gentle. That's not the gentle strength. 2 of Wands reversed and 7 of Cups upright. So I'll flip these around and read it differently, but what we're starting with here, so the moon after 9 a.m. and 12 noon Pacific, or 12 noon Eastern, 9 Pacific, 12 Eastern, it will move into Virgo, and then the first decan of Virgo, it's all about developing a new foundation. But in Virgo, we are discerning, we are making distinctions. We maybe have some new facts that we're dealing with. And I think that's a little bit about what's going on with the cards. With the Strength card coming through reversed, maybe, well, this could play through in several different ways. Sometimes there's some unconscious material coming through where you realize that well, you just haven't truly been believing in all the possibilities that life can bring through, that you haven't really been fully walking in the power of who you truly are. And you need to be patient with yourself, but maybe you're kind of exhausted. Maybe you're in a little bit of self-doubt. Maybe you're just kind of bored. Sometimes this card coming through reverse can be boredom. It can also be somebody who is really narcissistic that you encounter in the morning. There's that possibility as well. And if that's the case, or if you're in your self-doubt, which is a hard hurdle, I know that one. I mean, it's the hardest hurdle in the world to be in your self-doubt. But we all go through it. It's just part of the human condition. Please don't take it personally. Please don't take it personally when anything goes wrong in your life. Most of the time, it's just life, and it doesn't have anything to do with you. Except we do always want to check in and see if we have some false beliefs going on that that brought the issue into your life to deal with. And then that's a beautiful thing because you can turn it around. But this, reversed, we could be just kind of going back and forth inside, trying to find our power. Now, with the 2 of Wands reversed, this could be trouble traveling. That's a possibility there. Now, on another level, it could be just a fear of the unknown. And so how do you make good plans if you're afraid of what may come? And so these 2 cards really do go well together. If you're in your self-doubt, of course, part of that process is the fear of the unknown. And so I think I'll turn them around, and then we'll talk about all 3 cards upright, because these also go together really well. Now, with the Strength card upright, this is our gentle strength. We are conscious, fully conscious, or conscious enough with the power that we possess inside. And there's gentleness to that power. I would think it's not excessive, but it's loving and it's compassionate. And there's courage. There's a lot of strength and courage, and the courage comes from being okay with being vulnerable and just walking your path anyway. And from there, the world opens up in a whole new way. You know, you're solid and you're firm, but you're realizing, there's a whole lot more to life. There's a whole lot more. And what do you really, really want? And then that brings through, with the Seven of Cups, the ability to start thinking about all the things that you've already had, and did it really bring you happiness? Like, did you get drunk thinking, oh, I'm just going to have, like, it's a party time, man. It's time to let loose, cut loose. And then in the morning, you're like, oh, God, was that worth it? Right? Or you even wake up in the middle of the night just so dehydrated that it ruins your sleep, which, alcohol usually does. Unless it's just some little small amount, and then you drink tons of water after, and then it's still just kind of like, ugh. If you need to get to sleep, maybe it's helpful, but you really have to be careful on the amount, right? And this could be the same thing with like caffeine, or anything that's too much, right? So that doesn't bring in happiness. You think that somebody loving you will just make you perfectly happy, and really you need to love yourself. You think that having all the certificates or a PhD all those things are awesome, and I'd say go for it. But if you think that that's what you need to be happy about yourself, think again. If you think you need to be super sexy all the time, think again. Or what do we equate with sexiness? Like that's a whole conundrum of its own. If we think we need to have the big house, that's another false belief there for happiness. Safety, security, a strong foundation, a sanctuary, yeah. But does it have to be 9 bathrooms and whatever, east and west wing and all that? Same thing with jewelry and jewels and all the bling. None of these things really do bring happiness. They do. Now, I tried retail therapy for a little while in my life. I wish I had my money back. It didn't work. And you can be house broke and property poor and all of that, So it's all about balance. And it's all about discovering what brings you deeper into unity and harmony with yourself, and to get out of the dark about that. And so that brings me up here to this one. This is about finding your real self. It's the search for the real self. And I know that there are books written about that. So there you go. Who are you really? And do you need all this other stuff, or these other people, or these other things that manipulate reality? Do you really, really need that stuff for you to feel good about yourself and be happy with yourself? Because that's the key to life. So there you go. Those are the questions on the table, literally. Okay, big hugs. You guys need any help or prayers for anything or whatever's going on, you just pop them in the comments, and we love to support you. Okay, bye.